Good damn morning, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Make sure you get your green gear. Link in the description box. Help your boy stay independent. So, I'm going to drop a truth bomb on you. Get into your nuclear shelters and await countdown. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Nobody likes Joe Biden. I know, I'll give you a second to collect yourselves. Nobody likes this fool. The people who are supporting him, who did support him, are seeing the same things that we are seeing. They're seeing the flubs, and the bumbles, and the flags, fags, Nazis. Yeah, he said that. Corn pop. Corn pop. Oh, shit. Him falling up the stairs. You know, poor kids are just as smart as white kids. They're seeing all of that. And even more so, what horrifies them, probably more than us, because their fingerprints are on it, is seeing him after he's become president. So the other day, he has his first congressional address. And the numbers came in, and I've heard anywhere from between 11 million and 27 million. But I've seen a couple more that say 26.9. So we'll say 27 million. 27 million people watched what they're calling a speech the other night. In the 25 to 54-year-old demographic, in that age group, they had the lowest viewing. I think one network, maybe ABC, had just over 1 million viewers in that age group, and the rest of them, NBC, MSNBC, and all those stations, they had under 1 million, 900,000, 800,000, 600,000, shit like that. And that's the key demo. Those are the ones who should have come out for him the strongest. Those are the "we think socialism's a good idea" group. But they have the lowest viewership. Trump, same speech, first congressional address, 47 million. 27 million, most popular president ever. 47 million for the second coming of Satan. How is that? This is first 100 days. This is new. This is fresh. Remember how it was? You get hired at a new job. You're showing up early. You're excited. Everything is new and fresh. I've never done this before. I'm meeting new people. So this should be the honeymoon period for his presidency. The paint hasn't even dried yet. He's nice, remember? And he's kind, and COVID, and jobs, and stimulus checks. Now is the time. You will burn no hotter than you are right now. Why are the numbers down so much? How come people weren't tuning in to see their president address the nation? Why? Because they're embarrassed and they don't like his ass. They know what this stuff means. Maybe their TDS, their Trump derangement syndrome, their hate for the orange man was so bad that it blinded them to what is happening. Because this should not be a surprise. He said it. He was in front of a bunch of hedge fund managers and rich donors, and he told him, "I hate to say it, but when I get in the office, I'm gonna raise your taxes." That's what the man said. So when people keep telling you who they are, eventually you gotta believe them. He said, "I'm hiking up taxes. I'm going to bring in all these green jobs and shit and 500,000 charging stations." He already said those things. The things that he said in his congressional address was not the first time. He talked about all the systemic racism bullshit and racial justice, and we have to make things right racially. I didn't know they were so wrong. This is a racist country and police, and I hope we get the right verdict in the Chauvin trial before the verdict was rendered. All these things, he said it before, and it's in the numbers. You're in the privacy of your own home, even if you're a closet Biden supporter, even if you're surrounded by conservatives and you don't want to put that chum in the water. In the privacy of your own home, you can watch whatever you want and nobody's going to know. Draw the blinds. Close the doors. Even wedge a chair under the handle if that makes you feel better. You can watch what you want to watch without anybody knowing. Go in the closet, put a blanket over your head, get your phone. You know what to do. But nobody was doing that. That's why only 27 million people tuned in to watch his first speech. This is when they're breaking the champagne bottle on the bow of the ship and putting it in the water for the first time. You're not going to have more viewers than you do right now. Nobody gave a shit. Why not? Because they know too. They know what's going to happen when he raises taxes on the wealthy, on all these business owners who employ most of the country. You think they're going to take it on the chin and say, thank you, sir, may I have another? No. They're going to say, bye. They're going to start putting papers on the fence when those people come into work. You're going to see groups of people around these papers they're putting up. Hey, what's everybody gathered around there for? And you're going to see them turn around and take their hats off and throw them on the ground because they're pissed because they're closing the factory, moving to Mexico. Is there even going to be anybody left in Mexico to work there? Because since the borders are wide open, why not come up here? They know what's coming. Even the most avid Bidenis Pervertis supporter knows what's coming. People vote with their wallets, usually. This time they voted with their hearts. Because everything's racist. Black Lives Matter. All right, I'll vote him in. He's so nice. He has all these people's best interests at heart. He has our back. I'll vote for him. Damn it. And they did. Why weren't the numbers better? Why did Trump, you mean hate makes you tune in more than love? All these people that hated Trump, you rather tune in and see Hitler 2.0 rather than Mother Teresa's brother? How is that? Trump was evil. He was racist. He's going to set us back. Remember they're saying, oh man, when he gets in, the economy's going to take a shit. Nobody can grow our GDP like that. Obama said it's going to take a magic wand to grow the economy more than 4%. Did it. So you mean people's hatred for Trump made them tune in? Maybe they wanted to see him fail. Well, why didn't people's love for Biden make them tune in and watch him succeed? I don't get it. The most popular president ever. 27 million views on his first address of Congress in the nation. The first time addressing him from the halls of Congress. 27 million views. Man, so if that's the case, if that's the truth, then come this next election, whoever's running against him, whoever that may be, should win by a landslide. Because obviously people are doing things different in the privacy of their own home. They are not supporting Biden when nobody's looking. When nobody's looking, they're watching something else. They're watching a reality show. They're watching YouTube. They're watching movies. They are not watching the leader of the free world address Congress for the first time. I heard that shit. When I saw those numbers, I was honestly surprised. I thought it would be like one of the most watched things ever in the history of television. I thought this was going to rival like Super Bowl numbers. Because again, most popular president ever. He is so kind and benevolent. He's a nice guy. We had 4 years of just brash, crass, bull in their china shop. We need somebody to come in with some of those white curator gloves and handle the world and the nation gently. Shh, come here. Just rub our heads and tell us it's going to be okay. Well, apparently that's not the guy we want because nobody was watching him speak. Why not? I even tuned in. I didn't hang around for the whole thing. I didn't want to throw up on myself, but I even tuned in to watch. And I was one of the few and not proud. Oh, shit. I had something else I wanted to talk about. I'll save it for another video because I want to give this the time that it deserved, and I don't have much time left on my state-mandated meal period. The only good thing California's giving me. But I did want to do a video to say what we're all thinking. Nobody likes Bidenis Pervertis. It's reflected in the numbers. Nobody gave a shit that he was on national TV talking to some of our lawmakers. You know what? Maybe because I, with many others, were saying that he wasn't going to make it through his first term and that Kamala, the Ugandan nightmare, was going to slide in there and take his spot. And maybe she will. But I was thinking it was because it was part of the plan. That's why they were floating that 25th Amendment, president is unfit to serve, so we can bounce him out of their whole thing. I thought that they were doing that to set the table for getting this old fool out of there. Our grandpa in chief. But I'm thinking he might work his own way out there. I'm thinking just his lack of popularity is going to get his ass out of there because nobody likes him. People say that the presidential election is just a popularity contest. I guess it was, but it is no longer because nobody gives a shit what this man has to say. And I think we should be listening because, again, he told us what he's going to do and he's sticking to it. In a bad way. Trump kept his promises, but unfortunately, so will Biden. And if he has it his way, we'll all have government jobs putting in green energy, building turbine blades and all that shit and retrofitting buildings. But when it's done, then what? When the project is done, then what? Think about that for a while. Like I said, back to work. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Get your Jericho Green notification tone. Link in the description box. Utilize a PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.